Hello everyone, my name is Christian Duque. Welcome to my channel. We are gonna start a new playthrough of Terra Invicta. Terra Invicta is a 4X game, let's say, that takes place in space, in Earth, on Earth first, then in space. Basically, aliens invaded our Earth. We have to defend it against aliens. And I guess if you're here, it's because you all know already most of the basic at least. So let's get started immediately. So let's select two factions first. Our factions. Resistance and Humanity First are arguably the good guys. The Servant and Protectorate are arguably the bad guys. Project Exodus are the ones that just want to escape Earth and and it's not my problem anymore. Let's go. Academy is one that want to be equal with on equal foot at least with the aliens and will work that way. They are not really enemy of aliens, but they want to work with them and we are gonna play ourselves. So not the good guys, not the bad guys, just in the middle, the greedy guys, the guys that want to exploit Earth and the alien for our own benefits, right? So let's call us the Umbrella Corporation, just for fun, just to have a little touch of humor. Umbrella. We have the CEO of Umbrella Corporation, and our fleet will be called Ucorp. Just so we have a little bit of customization in our game, let's say. It's a shame we can change the icon because I will put the famous icon that everybody can recognize, but we are gonna go with the ugly orange one. Okay, let's start, and I'll skip the loading screen and wait for you at the start of the game. So here we are, and I didn't touch anything yet, so we can start together. We are on Earth. The an UFO crash. It's the panic. Everyone is.
The council has appointed you leader of our
Yeah,
organization.
we are the greedy ones. We
I
don't have time for this. To read all that. Let's keep it. I guess we already know more or less all. At least the start. We either play ourselves or watch other videos, and at least everybody know the basics. So I will skip a bit here and there to keep the video as short as possible. Okay, let's go. So the first turn is a very important one because it will define our whole game, right? So we need to check a few information first before we start. The first, we can have a look at our counselor because those are our most important cheese piece, right? So let's see. We have Daphne Cerceno. She has the government trade that it's one of the best trade because it allows you to buy organization like the Central Intelligence Agency, the CIA. Concealer must have this trade, government. Those organizations are arguably the best in the game, but those two cost a lot of money that we don't have right now. Okay, let's see. She's a persuasion character, but she doesn't have a public campaign mission that we absolutely need, at least in the start of the game. But she's pretty good for a start character. She has a few administration, persuasion, little bit of investigation, espionage, security. Yes, she's okay. So a good average character, a little bit better than average. She doesn't have any negative traits. She have this one is quite negative, but as we will not use as a spy because when she's detected, she loses 4 points in espionage. So she's basically a 0 because most of your character will be detected all the time, at least at the start. To not be detected, you need a very high score in espionage. But it's okay. We'll use her mainly at a persuasion character, and with a corporation, we will give her the public campaign mission later on. I don't think there is one here than maybe this one. Advice, no. No, I don't see. I don't see one. But later we will buy an organization that give her public campaign. So all good. Our second character is Hanmeg Hanmegmu. I'm sorry for the names. Either I'm really bad at reading names. Furthermore, when you can hear my accent, that my accent is a mix of French, Spanish, Galician, a little bit of English too. So it's really weird. I hope you can bear with it. Okay, let's see this one. She also doesn't have public campaign, but she has Crackdown and Purge. That is quite good. Prosperous is money. Oligarch is not really a good trait if you use her for persuasion. So this one will not use her. So what one thing I like to do from the start is once we know what character will do or counselor will do, we will tag her like this. This means that in the list here on the right, you can see directly, if you need a persuasion character, you can see up directly, this one is a persuasion character.
Ready for orders.
This one, let's keep continue quickly. Their persuasion, yes. She cannot inspire, but it's okay. And she's good in espionage. So this one will be for spy, I guess. So we will use her mostly for crackdown and purges. So she will be your spy, at least for now. Maybe later we can charge her. And let's see if we can recruit the third one. We don't have many influence points at the start, but sometimes there is a good offer. So we need one with public campaign, and I think the Pretty Lady will do it. Yes. She has 8 points in persuasion. 8 is the biggest number you can have at the start for, unless maybe you have a few traits. He loses espionage. He's plus 2%. Oh, this one is quite good. Apocalyptic for Umbrella Corporation. That sounds pretty okay. Yeah, this one will do, I guess. Yeah. This one is very good. And she will be your public campaigner. And we only have women. Okay. So yeah, customization, public campaigner, persuasion character. Okay. Counselor are ready. We will recruit the fourth ones once we have enough money. So we have 2 persuasion characters. Sadly, this one doesn't have public campaign, but it is what it is. We will give her in the future. This one has a little. She's good everywhere, which means she's bad everywhere too. But we will use her for mostly as a good for all. She will do everything. And once we have the money, we will recruit 4 characters. So we have 2 persuasion, a spy. One good guy will be either one that a scientist that could give us a good science boost start the game. But this one doesn't generate many science. Let's see. And this one is quite good actually. There's conspiracy theories, but that doesn't exist. Government threat. Oh, this one seems to be actually quite good. Yeah, I think 60 points. Yeah, this one, military sciences. Yeah, I guess we will go with this one. He has public campaign, but 2 points, but every bit helps, right? Okay, we are good on the persuasion. We will quickly also change the science, because I guess you know this word. So the tree on the bottom is our personal researches, and the top is the global one where every faction can contribute. The faction that contribute the most to the mission has the ability to choose the next one. So we absolutely need to start very well to start well the game to have to be able to select the next mission at least. So we will put everything into this one at least for the first time. Okay, so counselor is done, mission is researches is done. Let's see if we can buy any corporation. No, we don't. We can buy anything right now. So let's take a look at the map. The first turn is always the longer you're gonna play most of the time. We need to analyze a bit of the map and let's see what we can do. So usually there are four ghost starters in this game, right? There is the USA. We have two people from the USA. There is Europe. There is India. That India you can mix maybe with another small country. And China. China is arguably the best because he has huge GDP, huge population, and a lot of place for to grow, but it's also one of the hardest one to get into. It take a lot of time at investment and a lot of luck too in the roles to be able to enter. But so we have basically four choice. We can also do other little trick like once I tried to start with Africa and it went relatively well, but okay, let's see, nation, population, GDP per capita. GDP per capita, it's a very good thing to know because as a greedy corporation that we are, we can capture, for example, this country, Ireland, that has a huge GDP per capita. I guess is the biggest in the world. There is Singapore too. Yeah, Singapore is a little bit under. And we can put everything into spoils, get all the money from there, and once it's not really the good thing to do, but we are greedy. We once we got all the money in the bank, we can use it after to direct invest in our base. We have for that there is a few countries that are very good. Ireland, Singapore, Saudi Arabia is also pretty good. Norway, all those countries. Maybe if once we have a base of operations, we can look into this and try to get the spoils. Let's keep going. Control point, military tech level, boost income. Pretty nice. Unrest. Faction popularity. So this is the one we're looking for. Each time you start a game, some popularity is randomly assigned to several countries. For example, if we wanted to start here, we have already a huge popularity boost in this country, and we can take it easily, for example. If you are lucky, very lucky, sometimes you start with popularity boost in USA or France or China, and sadly we have popularity boost in Iran, Somalia. There is a better way to see this on the map than click in every country. Is you go on the list of nations, and each of the cell is sortable. So if you click on this cell, it will sort and we'll see everything we have. So we have Laos, Italy, Namibia. Yeah, sadly we don't really have anything good to start, but I guess it is what it is, and we need to. Later, yeah, nothing very good, but it's okay. Oh, while we're here, we can designate priority template. What this do is you can designate, for example, a default priority template. You see default, for example, voilà, default, and you save it, and you can set as default. So you know when you capture a country, usually the points are all messed up. You need to spend tons of click and time to put it in order. If you do this, this one will be the default every time. It's a standard one, and then it's quickly to adapt. You can quickly with a few click adapt it. So. let's go with that. You can create a lot more if you want to. For example, we can already we know because we are greedy. We know that we will use one only for spoils, and this one will be only spoils, right? Oh, it's yes, it's true. It already existed. Called kleptocratic, so we don't need to create. But you can create if you want, for example, one for space control only. You can create it. Maybe we can do it for countries that we will want to use only for. I like to put a little bit of. Yeah, no, let's use like this. Boost space. Okay, so we have it, and let's go. It like this screen. So I look a little bit into everything, the country that already have population and public opinion, sorry, and so on. And as there is really not much we can do, like if we got Spain to start, we will start there and capture France and so on. There is a little bit country here, Honduras. We will start there. We will go up to Mexico. We will capture Canada, and we will start with the United States. I think it's the best thing. China will be ready to complicated to enter now. India is feasible, but we have Laos here. Then we can do the same. Take Laos, then take Myanmar, and so on. But I guess this time we'll go with America because because we are the greedy ones, right? What better country on earth than America for that? Okay. So we want to capture this point here. Because
Ready to go.
this first concealer is not very good. But she will do the trick to capture this
Taking
one.
control.
84%.
Ready
You
to go.
can capture this one, 84%.
Establishing our presence. Acknowledged.
And you can maybe start public campaigning Canada. Seems like a good idea.
We'll make our appeal.
So this way we'll do the pincer tactic, let's call it. We start from the bottom and we go to the top. All those countries we don't really need in the end anyway. We only want America. A big mistake that I see a lot of people are doing is that they think that it's a game where you need to grow a country and extend your country, like you start with Europe and you extend it and you extend it and you extend it. But that's not the case. We're not playing countries. We're not playing regions. We're playing factions that are behind the scene, and control everything from the shadows, right? And that's true for all factions, even the Resistance or the Humanity First. You don't have a base of operation that you can really develop. And for example, here we will start with America, but if we see that America is not good mid game for whatever reason, and we want to switch to China, we can perfectly do it, and there will be no problem at all. So those countries that we're capturing at the first of the game, we will throw them out anyways. So what we were gonna do is we're gonna be use the kleptocratic as default for the start. So each time we capture a country, we will suck everything from it, and so we can develop the USA quicker in the future. So let's go with the finale. I don't know, after 20 minutes of talking, we finally are there. We are finally doing it. Let's start the first turn. One humanity, two humanity, three humanity. First choice we have here. We need to select a management team. We are Umbrella Corporation, so we don't need officers. Scientist is a good choice. Furthermore, because we have a very low science score as of now, financier is usually not many people choose this one because it's only 10 money by month, but we are also very low, and money, people underestimate money because money is the thing that allow you to buy a lot of corporations. For example, this one, if you have enough money to start with this one, it will be a huge boost, or this one too. So money is not bad, but having said that, because we are using spoils, we will be using spoils in most of the country we will capture. We will not need money, at least at the beginning. So we will, I guess we will go with scientists to boost to science. Seems like the correct choice here.
The people will come to our side.
Perfect. Public opinion in Canada is growing. Let's see if we can have both of those. That will be huge.
Our supporters are in
We have
place.
Honduras
Our
and
presence
we
is
have
growing.
Belize. This allows us to capture Mexico easier. The UN Security Council. This is an important chance, and I think because we are umbrella corporation, we are the greedy ones. We want to remain in the shadow. Usually, if you play other faction like the Resistance, the Servant, you can deliver your manifesto is the best option. But we are umbrella corporation. At the same time, we are not. We are a legit corporate entity, right? We are not criminals. We are not fugitives. So maybe we will go with this one that give a small public opinion boost and give a little bit information that is publicly available anyways in the records. So let's go with this one.
They are not life forms. Are only.
And overall, that was a pretty good turn. We still don't have enough to recruit the next one. Sadly, because it's 60, and the one I wanted to recruit, what was it again? Was we have two persuasion, a spy, and we wanted to recruit. I forgot. What was it? Can you? So we already have a spy. We done one another one. I guess we wanted a scientist. I don't remember. It costs 60 anyway, so we will take the choice for the next turn. Maybe it will refresh. And let's see. Maybe with what we can do here, we need to adapt.
Standing by for orders.
So for example, with Mexico, 10%. The thing, yeah, we need
At your
absolutely
service.
someone we can campaign because we are a bit stuck as of now. We can keep going from Guatemala.
Bringing them to our side.
So as you see, the template
for
was
my
applied automatically, so we don't have to change anything. And you can go to what's the question? 13, not a lot.
Reporting in.
7 persuasion point maybe. Oh, 28%. We can start going for Canada with 50% chance. Perfect.
We'll be running this place in no time.
And you
What's the op?
can grind towards Mexico.
Putting our people in
Perfect.
place.
Confirm the check science is still good. Oh, we are not the first. They are going on this 13, 16, but they have huge. They have what's the name of this faction? I forgot the name right now, but they have huge starting bonuses and they are. Well, I guess it's okay. It's a little step back, but there is not much we can do, right? We already started, so yeah, we are too late behind. Let's hope they will go down a bit and we can catch up to them. If not, it's not really important, but it will have been good. Let's keep going.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Canada growing. One of our concealers was spotted. This is not really important right now, but it can be near mid-game and game. What you want to do is avoid your concealer to be spotted, because this is how they can see us on the map. See, we can see any one of them, but they can see us. Here, this little icon is the faction that spotted the concealer. So, for example, if you
Be
want
ready for new orders soon.
to remove Crackdown in Belize, that's okay, that's not important. If you want to remove this icon, you have a mission you can do. Guatemala, okay.
We got our
Let me
people in
talk,
place.
please. Canada, very good. Furthermore, Canada, I think the first point we capture here. But let me finish first on the... Yes. We can use the go to the ground mission. If you do this, all the detection icons you can see here will disappear. If you want your counselor to not be detected, that's very good, because it means other faction can do mission on you. They can steal your stuff and all that. You need more espionage and more security. Espionage, so they don't detect you easily and you counter them, and security, so they don't get killed, because at one point you will have invested maybe a decade or a few years at least of investment into XP, corps, and so you don't want your counselor to be killed. Your security is one of the most important points you need. One has 2, it's very low. We need to boost afterwards. So we have 60 points. It means we can recruit. Port 1. So here there is a little question that raised, right? What are we gonna go for? We have several options. We have the astronaut. Ah yes, it was this one that I wanted, yeah. It can help a little bit with persuasion, and we will very good to advise. Do you have advice? Yes, he has advice. So we will start leveling up, and I guess our last slot, that we will get soon here will be a guy that a general that his role is gonna fight every other on the alliance, right? And capture other counselors, enemy counselors, and so on. So
Where do
you
you need me?
you just come, you go grab coffee, investigate alien on the way, and we are good to go. Okay, what I will do is a little skip. I will keep. So we my words come out of my mouth, please. Okay, let's go. I'm trying to think of I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of several things at the same time, because this game is really complicated and you need to
We're
think of a
winning
lot
your hearts and minds.
of stuff. Oh yeah, what I was thinking, I will not skip anything, but the point here, the first point we get is for Canada is one of the best you can have, because it grants the following benefits. Bonus to public campaign mission in the nation. It means once you have the first point, it will be really more easy to capture the other two, right? So, and each country has different points that give you different bonuses
We
that are
advance.
somewhat important with what you want to do in the game. Sometimes, like in Canada, it's you have the ship. Perfect, thank you. You have signature. Oh, they captured Belize, but it's okay. We didn't want it.
Our supporters are in place.
It's just
We're
so we can
taking
earn
over.
a little bit of resource, and we have 2 points in Canada. That's really good.
They are here to.
So we detected a counselor somewhere. Yeah, so counselors, most of people only focus on countries and capture countries and point, but I think for me at least, the game really take place around counselor, because instead of buying orgs, that we still can buy anyone, because reason sometimes you are very lucky and you can buy good orgs from the start. Sometimes, like here, we have nothing. So yeah, counselors are your main chase piece. They are more important than countries for several reasons. One, they generate more resources, at least at the start of the game until mid game maybe. And two, that's how you win the game. By killing enemies consular, by stealing their organization, their project, and so on. That's how you outsmart them, outgrow them, and so on. So we have Canada. We need to start gathering a little bit of boost in this country. Oh, but Canada doesn't have a boost. It needs the thing first. But we are not gonna keep because we will have barely enough point to be able to maintain the whole USA once we have it. And
Standing by
Canada,
for orders.
so we will keep earning money, I guess. 94%. Then you can, yeah, she can start in campaigning in the US or maybe Mexico. Yeah, maybe capture quickly one in Mexico.
Making our case.
That way
Ready
you
for my
can
mission.
do the same even we well a very low score. Very, very low. Let's go there. I don't want to waste the time. A turn, sorry. Let's go down. A bit of money. 40. Yeah, I guess it's worth it because we really need Mexico to be able to capture the
I will
USA.
tell
Because
our story.
when you want to capture
I'm here.
a country, you have bonuses and minuses, right? Because the size of the nation is very hard to capture it. So what we need is control in point in number. Here you can see we are 1.7. Once we capture Canada and once we capture Mexico, it will be 2 or 3 and will be way easier to capture. So you go. Mexico, she doesn't have points much here. Yeah, let's go like
Taking
this.
control.
You 52 and you not
Ready.
way better 42. It cost us a lot of influence point. I hate to be
Bringing them
exact,
on
but
board.
because we can buy organizations anyway, it's not really important. Let's go.
We've moved the needle.
Mexico,
Public opinion remains unmoved.
Mexico.
We still lack support.
Fail. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is
Our presence is growing.
we have 1 point in Mexico. We need 4 of them. I will skip a little. Well, I will wait before skipping. Then we finally we were able to catch to them, and that's very good. We were able to catch to Exodus. Now I get the name back. Exodus faction. So we have the ability to select a new tech. Technology is really important, and as we all know, the tech tree is a mess of is really big. Oh, I clicked there. Beautiful tree. I shouldn't have done that. Okay. It's big. It's big. And if you don't know what you're gonna looking for, it's a mess, a total mess. But very close, please. Yes. Thank you. We are gonna look for advanced chemical recursive. That I guess you can always start with this one because it unlock a lot of research, personal research. The one, not the one on top, the one on the bottom. You can do that. Give you huge bonuses in boost. Boost is what we will need soon, very soon, so we can be the first on the moon. And this one give you Rizab rocket and so on. Even I trust probe that boosts your probe, but for the moon is not really important, but that's more for Mars. You can research for Mars. But we will look at it in the when the time comes. What we need bonuses in boost. And we will put 1 point here to slowly starting gathering tech on that way too. So I guess what I will do is continue playing on the background, skip a little bit for you so that you don't waste time because right now it's going to start being repetitive. We do Okay, I just click confirm and we go, right? I will look a few things, but usually is what you want to do. Once I have Canada, once I have Mexico, and once I have, I'm starting to work on the US. I'll be back. So we are here, and just a little. Everything is going on. We still campaigning in Mexico and Canada, but I see we can buy our first organization, and it's a very good one. So I wanted to show it to you. It gives us science, a persuasion point, a bit of money, and engineering project. Engineering project are projects that give you a boost in science. Here is the two wheels you can see here. But the first one will allow us to unlock the conceal engine. This one, and I will give it to my persuasion character. I guess, or she has 0 in science, but it doesn't really matter. We are buying this just for the. Oh, she has only 3 points disponible. What is our author persuasion? Oh, we forgot to rename it astronaut. That will gonna be our admin, our main administration is when you advise a country and it gives you a big bonus of miltech, so the research in your level of military. Administration gives you the boost in GDP. GDP is what influence your points, your what's it called again? Monthly investment points. So the more GDP you have, the more investment points you will get, and the more you can invest in everything here. So this will be your administrator. Where is he? Up, customize, ATM. Good. So anyways, persuasion. Does it give you advice? No, we don't care. So we will give it to her, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Will be able to move, but I just wanted to show you this one. And normally, yes, it gives us the next the next slot, and we can start research. For example, we still don't have operations, so maybe we will go quickly grab the 20 points, so we will be able to scan alien ship and so on. I'm looking at this because the more research you do, there is a hidden bonus. For example, here we will lose 1.2. I just want 1 point. Okay. We lose 700, right, in the decimal, and here we lose 2. So we lose 0.0.9, but we gain 1 in total. So I don't know. We need to do the math, but people said that the more research you do at the same time, there is a hidden bonus that stack, but we will go like this for now. It's okay. Anyways, we are first here. We will be able to select the next project anyway, so perfect. Okay, let's go. Keep going. Canada, Mexico. Be right back. So here we are. We were able to capture all Canada, all of Mexico, and we slowly but surely public campaigning in the USA.
Ready for my mission.
As we can see, we're still not high enough in success chances to try to capture, so we need a few more turns of public opinion campaign. But we see, because we have 3 points in Canada and 3 points in Mexico, we have a huge boost in controlling points in neighbors to capture the USA. But we just need to maybe get over 50% of public opinion, and it will be a cake game eating in the USA. Another thing, I've sent 2 of my parents, I mean counselors, to Africa, so they can steal quickly a few countries because their chances of capturing a point in the US is 4%. Yeah, 4%, so not very good, not worth it. And in the meantime, they capture there. We keep the spoils, and we keep the money and we will abandon the countries once we start capturing USA. Let's see. We have a few hostile takeover economy. Money. 95. We need money, right? We're greedy. I almost forgot. Oh, this one is pretty good too. So the first engineering project allows you to unlock this research slot, and each time after that you gain a research project. It gives you 5% boost in research. So that's very good. We will put it, I don't know, there in the meantime, I guess. Is the guy, or science guy. We will be able to move them anyways after. So. And this one too will give science that will give a bonus once he advises the USA. And this one give money and economy. That's good. That's good. Economy, it's all this little person. There are very little percentage, 2% air, 3% air, 2% there, as you see, but they stack. And with little grain of sand, you make a moon. What's the expression again? I'm sorry, but you see what I mean, right? They are additive and they add, so they are good to keep. And this one, what does this mean? It means what when you invest 1 point, for example, air in economy, instead of giving you, like you see at the bottom here, we have already a 10% investment bonus given by our corporation, research, tech, and so on. And so instead of having 1 point, it's like we have 1.1, right? So that's really good because our investment slots are limited by this. We can only spend 12 investment points a month, but with all this bonus, it's like we use instead of 12, but 14 maybe, or 15 or something like that. So that's always very good to take. Even this one cost a lot, but it gave us some money. It will pay back in 6 turns by herself, so in 6 months. And after that is free money, so I will take it and I will put on I don't know, free slot. We will reorganize everything anyways, further along the line, and she get to still take over as a bonus. That's okay. So let's keep working on the USA. Once I have the first points, I will come back. Be right back. So yes, as you can see, we have 5% bonus with the Corp Wishes Bow. And we have just unlocked clandestine cell project that allow us to recruit an additional counselor. We want this as soon as possible because a new counselor is really OP and we have taken the lead here. So we will. I don't think they will be able to catch us, but we really need the next counselor to start giving. It's not really important with the action he will do because it's the general that will fight alien, and there are not aliens to fight right now. But we will need to start leveling up him as soon as possible and buying. Unlocking him, we also unlock more control points, so we can capture more countries and so on and so on. So that's a really good choice to do it as soon as you have it. You invest in it. In the meantime, we keep going. Maybe we can now. Let's keep going like that because we need operation because we have only 10 points left and we didn't grab any organization that give us points and we can buy anything right now anyway. So let's keep going. I'll be right back once we have points in America. And here we are. Our first point in the USA. Sadly, it doesn't give us much as a bonus because it gives us release to funding income. But it's our first point and we will use default. We want funding, we want economy because we are the greedy guys. And let's see. We will need welfare in this country because and we will also need unity. We will not invest in the research early. We will need to stabilize just a little bit the country first, maybe. No. Let's go like this. We need also start working on our boost. And we will not use the America for mission control. What we will surely do,
We were unable to establish control.
now we are on the limit too, is use capture Kazakhstan. Because Kazakhstan has a huge boost to help us, and we will maybe Kazakhstan or maybe another country. I don't know yet. I will look into it more, but America will be our main base for now. Is where we'll invest our money to speed up the growth. So what we will need is another country somewhere where we can grow space program. So it's best in the game to focus. Here I'm focusing on too much stuff, but we really need the boost to start our main capture the moon mission. By the way, capture the moon. Are we there yet? No, we are not there yet. I guess no one is looking into it. Yeah. Once you will see an icon there that once it's active, but because no one did the, that's absolutely why, because we need to take the lead. Are we still in the lead? Yes, we still. You need to take the lead and at this one point at first, so you can select the next research and keep going in the good direction, because the IA has the tendency, the bots have the tendency of researching stuff that you don't need, and it's a waste of points, right? Okay, so we are finally there. We are over the limit, but that's because we captured a bunch of countries in Africa to invest in them. As you can see, we're pouring a lot of money to develop the local economy. So that's okay. Once we have the USA, we will slowly but abandon those points. Can abandon those points, and they will not count on your control point limit, of course. Okay, so I guess this is a good point to end the first episode. Umbrella Corporation is installed. We are acquiring a lot of good stuff right now. We will keep going for the USA. Our main goal, our main objective right now is to capture the USA, of course. To start investing in boost so we can go to the moon as quickly as possible. We really need to not to occupy the best sites. As you can see, there is only 2 sites with water. We absolutely need at least one of those, and if we can manage to grab both of them, because we are greedy, it's the main theme of this let's play, right? The greedy ones. If we can manage to grab both, we will be able to block the other faction at least for a time, to slow them down. And the next episode will be mainly, I guess, finish to capture the USA, start with a second country that will maybe Canada. I don't think so. Maybe Canada, maybe Mexico, maybe just a country that has already a huge boost income naturally. So we can be sure to be the first to go to the moon. Maybe South Korea, maybe you see Kazakhstan. Where is Kazakhstan? Well, it doesn't matter. Another country, so we can base our world space infrastructure on it. And we continue to grab a few countries for spoils. We will start invest once we have enough money, because we are good in money. We are good, but we are not yet that well, because those points cost a lot. We will start investing directly in the economy to boost them. And yeah, so let's see you next time, next episode. Bye bye.